Hey peeps, Fidos here. Yesterday I came back from the Samba Festival in Coburg, which was a blast. I had a ton of fun. Um, I played with União de Samba, which is a larger association of four other samba groups. So normally I'm in Pica-Pau, the local group here in Augsburg, but there's also like Pimiento, Pura Vida, and Go Brazil from other cities and other places like Dillingen or Munich, and yeah, man, it was great. You can hear from my voice, I kind of lost it a bit, and I got a tan. It was really sunny, not too hot, fortunately, and yeah, we had, what was it? I think I had with them at least 6 gigs. They had more because the percussion was the main thing. I played guitar with the bigger group, and let's do some hot takes, after it. Um, so first, like a critique of sorts, and this does not apply to them, to the Pica-Pau or União de Samba. It's about musicianship in general. Um, Man, when you go on stage, you go on stage. That's the thing. You have to be prepared. You have to know your parts. You have to know even the playlist. I had some issues with that, so this is a bit of self critique as well, or more like criticism. What I ended up doing was saving the list on my phone and just putting the phone on my pedal board, to see it at all times, because otherwise it's kind of not great. Not knowing what song is next. But besides the song order and the not so amazing pauses in between songs, man, when you go on stage, you kind of have to own it, right? So the songs we're playing are kind of not that difficult, I have to say, and of course, because I like complicating things or overcomplicating things, I took one of their songs and I made it way jazzier than it was. But listening to the vocal line, it was asking for it. So I thought, okay, that's cool, let's do it. Um, yeah, but about the critique, or more like criticism, um, I ended up kind of saving one of the songs. Somehow, someone, I won't name names, I won't say who was who and who did what, but someone forgot their parts, their intro. So I ended up, going full blast with my guitar and leading the parts. And since that gig, I kind of did that all the time, and for all the other gigs. I mean, the leader of the band said, "Go for it, just go for it, do the same thing." So I did. Um, but you know, I know that some guys are just doing this as hobby, and I would say this applies from to anyone, from amateur or hobby musicians to pros. You have to own the parts. You have to know your thing, and when you go down, you really have to be there. And the attitude, right? Like Miles Davis said, it's 80%. So yeah, yeah, attitude, right? Smile, owning it, and whatever happens, happens. And about whatever happens, at our biggest gig on one of the second biggest stage, it was in the big market. Well, I think one of the big markets in Coburg. Um, so we do this collage of 3 songs, and in song number 2, I have a solo beat. It's like a super easy peasy samba thing. It's like a D minor, C major. So I'm keeping it a bit Dorian, a bit pentatonic, a bit this and that, and super rhythmic. And I opened with this arpeggio and stuff, and was doing some octaves and stuff, and all of a sudden, nothing. So, of course, like I will include a video of me doing that, maybe here down or up or somewhere. I will put it. But at some point, even the camera guy started panning, right or left from your point of view, and filming the singers, because all of a sudden I'm checking the cable. I'm checking, like, is my guitar still on? Everything, like the floor, the effects unit. I have a Nova delay, like the not delay, the Nova system, the bigger one, which does have some issues, but that's besides the point. Everything was working fine. So guitar, amp, everything was still there, and I turn around and see our guy from the band. Let's not name names. He unplugged my cable, and because I told him, like, I couldn't hear the vocals great, and I couldn't hear myself that well. So he unplugged my cable and was looking for a separate channel, like exactly at the start of my solo. So I had to, just smile and wave, boys, like, like the penguins. Yeah, from the Madagascar, the movie. So yeah, just smile and wave. I did some chicky on the strings, just kind of to blend in with the rest of the band. All of a sudden the sound came back, went back to soloing. I did my part. I'm trying always, that's a thing. I always strive to play, to serve the song, right? So this is samba, and this is like very rhythmical, very in your face, and it's a lot. So I'm trying not to play flurry of notes, so now all that stuff that might work in some other kinds of music. I'm trying to also blend in with my rhythm and to play something that's memorable, if you want, or easier to sing. So not just flurry of notes, not just all that impressive stuff. I'm trying to play more for the public and not for musicians, if that makes sense. So I did my solo part. This one was a bit better, even though I got brutally interrupted. But yeah, the thing here is, whatever happens live happens, and you have to roll with the punches. And yeah, it will not be the ideal case, or it won't be that's the thing that you love the most or you want. The deal is, you have to be prepared. You have to know your parts. You have to be able to improvise. To have that jazz musician approach to it. So not knowing what will happen next, for me it's exciting. I know for some other musicians is really frustrating and really is stressing them out. And this, of course, I mean, it is a stressful situation, but you have to make the most of it. And you don't have to show too much that something is wrong. I think I turned to the guy to look, hey, what's up? And I was like, okay, I try to keep the smile on. But yeah, also, like, when you get to play with like a big ensemble, you kind of have to help them, right? To keep the thing together. And I made eye contact with all of them, or most of them, and try to cheer them on. And because If you've ever seen one of these samba ensembles, they have some kind of like local leaders, let's say, and a main conductor of sorts, and there are all kind of signs. I just learned that this means a snare. This means something else. I forgot how it's called. This was the sign for the whatever song was coming next. Like holding the stick like this was watch out, something is coming, and all kind of stuff like this meant a certain kind of feel. So that's cool. That's cool. And I was always, keeping my peripheral vision to look at the conductor, right, at the main person conducting the band and calling the fills, calling the stuff. And I tried also to fit in with their endings. We did one or two rehearsals, but nothing is written down. So I wrote something down. Some of them I remember, some of them I did not. But again, smile on, don't, oh shit, never do that on stage. Like this, if there's anything to take out from this clip, if you're a musician, guitar player, right? We know ourselves. Do never let the people in the audience know that you made a mistake, right? And if you make a mistake, there is a famous, I don't know, it was looking in a way like a TED talk with Brian May, and he was demonstrating his dual delay thing with, his thing. If you know Brian May from Queen, you know what I mean and what I'm talking about. So he had like his entire thing, like the phaser on and the double delay, and he was doing like harmonies, like three-part harmonies, amazing, right? And at some point he did a run. He went. He started with like a major arpeggio, and on the way back he messed up some notes, and he ended up playing like the diminished arpeggio. And everyone was like, "Woo!" and said, "Yeah, I made a mistake," and I transformed it into a motif. So that's an amazing piece of advice. I mean, Brian May, right? One of the greatest ever. But yeah, do that. So if you make a mistake, you have this whatever. Let's go with the simplest thing. Like you have this pentatonic line, and you mess up a note, right? Play it again, exactly like that, and again, because repetition legitimizes, right? So Adam Neely knows his stuff, and it is true. It is true. What he's saying there is not just a jazz approach. Is more like a musicianship approach, and yeah, make it a motif and make it fit. I mean, even if you mess some rhythm in a way, if you play it one more time and another and again, right? It will have that impact that, oh, he meant it. Okay, so it's like that, right? It's not just a mistake. So yeah, and also like gear. Let's talk gear. I will do a part two. I will show you what guitars I had with me, my pedal board, what pedal board I put together for this gig. The guitars are here, but the pedal board is still with the guys. I left it at our rehearsal room because we had to, we have to pack up and to load in different cars, and there was not enough space for all of us. So yeah, keep it simple, right? Short and simple. The KISS rule that applies in project management and all that office bullcrap. But that bit is true. Keep it as easy peasy and easy to diagnose when anything goes wrong as you can. That's my advice. So that's one. What I had, so I have this what's now almost ancient TC Electronics Nova system. Is there the little brother of the flagship G system, which I also had in the past. Amazing. I had to let it go because it was like weighing a ton, and I had some issues with my back. I still have issues with my back from hauling a lot of gear on. So yeah, I had to let that one go. So I'm using this one. Of course, it comes with some drawbacks. You can either use it kind of like old school pedal board thing, right? So everything goes in line from the distortion to drive to boosts, and everything goes then to wet effects. Or you can use it in the loop of the amp, but you cannot use any distortion or overdrives. So that's a bit of a bummer, but you know, I've used it in the simplest configuration. So you know, the distortion and drives and boost and everything came first, and then everything else going straight into the input of the amp. So the loop was not engaged. Less cables, less stuff to diagnose if anything went wrong. But I had like doubles and triples of cables, of almost all cables with me. For my guitar cable, I had a double because we were always in a hurry. So being a festival, sorry for all the noises, by the way, but it's really hot in here and I have the window open. So it's a festival. You're playing like each artist is going after the next one and the next one and the next one, and you don't have there's no sound check. There's like the tiniest of line checks. So you plug everything in, bling bling, it works, go time, right? So have like if you're playing a festival, have something really easy to set up and to diagnose if you know if things go wrong, and they will. Have doubles, have triples, have redundancies, have whatever you need to have on to get through the gig. So I pinched one of the cables. It still works. It's amazing, right? Buy good quality cables, but guys, this one was not even the most expensive Cordial cable. Not a sponsor, but I like it, so I will call it out. And it still works. So besides from that unplugging, replugging in the middle of the solo thing, everything went well. I'm also using like one of these very small. I will show in part two a Quilter Super Black UK amp. I've used it on the AC, I think the top boost setting. So the Vox AC30, basically, an amp that I really love, with the limiter cranked this time because I needed that quasi pristine clean. I'm playing mostly rhythm parts, and even when I'm doing a solo, and let's say I'm using it has a rat distortion in it, this Nova system, which sounds amazing actually. Even if I'm doing that, I'm still not using a ton of gain, and it's not like super mega distorted. I'm going for like a milder gain thing, and yeah, you know, something to fit in the band, especially because it's just percussion and guitar. We don't have any bass, any keyboards, nothing. So nothing to keep like this background of harmony and of you know, music, let's say. So it's mostly the bass is made by the different types of bass drums they use. So they use a big one and a medium one, which is called a surdo in Portuguese, which is kind of funny because in Romanian surd means deaf. Yeah. So yeah, I had and I have to fit the band and to fit their sound and to make it happen. Um, so I kept it as simple. So guitar into the TC Electronics, the Culture, and then DI out straight to front of house. Also had actually not direct to front of house, direct to our mixer. We have this Behringer XR18. I got another line sending to my in-ears signal. So we didn't have and didn't had to engage the wedges, or at least not for me and the singers. If the wedges were on, I don't know actually. They were on for the drummers, so they can, you know, have a grip on reality and on what was being sung and played. So yeah, keep the gear to a minimum. Um, be prepared. Learn your stuff, learn your songs, learn your parts, own your parts, right? So yeah, if you have some special bits where you need some delays and whatever pitch effects, choruses and stuff, have them laid out, you know, have them at your feet. Whatever you're doing and choosing, like individual pedals and or like a multi effects board with presets. I use the latter. Have them, you know, at your feet or at your disposal, because you don't have time. You don't have time to think. You just have to play. You have to be fast. You have to plug in super fast, line check, and vaya con Dios. Yeah, whatever happens, happens. Keep a smile. Try to cheer up the guys. Everyone is stressing out because going on stage with a lot of people in front of you, it's a bit nerve-wracking always, but the more you do it, the more you get accustomed to it. And yeah, that's about it. Like, know your parts. So if everything goes wrong, you at least do your bit with a smile on, and that attitude, like, yeah man, let's get him. And what else, like, practice your craft. Just practice your craft. Be a nice guy to the rest of the guys. Try to help. Try to help the guys who are in need of help. And that's it. Love music. Do more music. And less AI, I would say, right? Okay, so part 2 coming soon. Tomorrow I have a rehearsal with the guys. I will get my gear home, and I will get you through what I had in my bags and in my case and stuff. And be on the lookout, because my next single, Chasing Flames, is coming soon. I just did a photo shoot. It's over there, but I cannot show you anything yet. For the cover, I still haven't quite decided what the cover will look like, but I have tons of ideas. And yeah, love music. Be kind to yourselves. Yeah, be a decent human being. All right. See you in the next one, part 2 coming soon. By the way, if you like this sort of thing that I'm doing here, either from the couch or from my studio, it's also here in the living room, or whatever else I'm doing, be sure to subscribe, like this video, share it with friends if you want, and if you like. But yeah, do share it, man. Even if you don't like it, out of spite. And yeah, see you in the next one. All right, ciao.